Hi, welcome everyone to the walk around video here at your next car, the 2014 Ford Fiesta ST. Vehicle has just arrived as a part exchange. It's a superb example of the Fiesta ST. As with all of our cars, it's physically in stock and is ready to be driven away. How you see the car is how you'll purchase it, and if you'd like to know more, go ahead and use the links available in the description box. But let's head straight into talking about this very special ST. So the last owner has carried out all of the features that you see on the car, including some really nice subtle upgrades that really bring out the best of this little pocket rocket of a Fiesta ST. So of course, if you don't know by now, they have a 1.6 turbocharged petrol engine underneath the bonnet, which when it is lightly played around with can be a very, very special engine indeed, but even in its original form produces a very healthy 180 brake horsepower figure. But again, this one has had some really nice subtle modifications which really bring out the best of that engine, and of course bring out the best in the handling department as well, and also some aesthetic features as well. So at the front then we have got the Maxton design front splitter. It's got the really nice gloss black grille there as well. The alloy wheels are the original ST alloys, albeit that they have been redone in gloss black, again by the previous owner. The bodywork is, of course, the race red. Behind those alloys, the brakes have been refitted with Puma race brakes, so they are the slotted brakes as you see there. Not only are the discs been changed, but the brake pads and brake lines have also been upgraded. So you've got EBC yellow stuff brake pads, which are designed for a nice balance between sort of a road going brake pad, more aggressive road going brake pad than a normal one that you'd buy over the counter sort of thing. But they're a very, very good brake pad indeed, and will stand more of a chance for this vehicle. And then you have also got the HEL upgraded green brake lines as well, so you've got braided brake lines. So again, braking not going to be a problem for this car. You've got a Mount Tune induction kit on the car as well. Obviously Mount Tune very heavily involved with Ford performance as well, so you've got all of the relevant parts underneath the bonnet as well. There is a full check sheet for the modifications to this car, which I'll attach in the images as well. A lot of work and effort, and of course time and money gone into this vehicle. It's got H&R lowering springs, 30mm all round. You have also got spacers on the rear of the car, and again it sits very nicely. You'll also see the rally style mud flaps, of course easily removed if they're not to your taste. So is pretty much everything on this car if you'd want to revert it back to a more standard, but I can't see why you would. Everything has been carried out to an extremely high standard. All top quality parts have been used. We've got tons of receipts for this car, and we've even got things like old MOT certificates, which you don't generally get anymore, but it is nice to be able to see those as well when you are potentially looking to buy a car that has been lightly modified. We have got a Mount Tune catback exhaust system, and I have to say this does sound really, really nice. It isn't over the top in any way, shape or form. It just sounds perfectly right. It's unlocked a lot more potential from that 1.6 turbocharged petrol engine. Nice ST rear spoiler. Like I say, the bodywork has been immensely cared for. It really is absolutely spotless for a 2014 Fiesta ST. We've had quite a few of these come and go here at your next car, and I'd definitely say this is by far the cleanest. You can see the benefits of those H&R lowering springs. It's going to firm everything up, make the handling that bit more sharp. But again, it isn't undrivable by any means, shape or form. We have got some of the worst roads around by our showroom, unfortunately. We've got speed bumps, potholes, and this car drives around with no problems whatsoever. Interior, again, superb condition. You've got the full cloth ST Recaro seats in this, and just look how well they've been cared for. There isn't a mark on these seats. Really nicely cared for. It is, of course, a 6-speed manual. Really nice, sharp, snappy gear change on these Fiesta STs. You've got a full 3-seat Isofix rear bench that looks like barely anyone's ever sat in the back of this car. If we go around and just show you the boot area, the car has had a audio upgrade in the way of this Vibe subwoofer. Again, this can be very easily removed, but you've got the control box for that up front there, so you can dial that down to your preferences if it's a little bit too much for you, or you want to even cranked up a few. So again, we'll go around and just check some of the interior features in a bit more detail. But again, if you are wanting the full spec and check sheet of this car, just go ahead and look in the images. I've attached that for you so you can see that. And of course, I'll write a bit more about it in the full advert. Covered just over 58,000 miles, by no means a high mileage ST. So straight away you'll notice with that exhaust, it isn't too much whatsoever. It just makes a nice little burble. And when you're driving it, it isn't over the top, it's not vibrating, it's not going to do your head in on a long journey. You've got DAB on this car, as well as all of the multimedia functions, including Bluetooth line-in, USB line-in, AUX line-in, front CD as well. And you've of course got Bluetooth as line-in as well, as I mentioned. You've got air conditioning, heated rear screen, heated front screen. There's the controller for that subwoofer. So again, a really, really nice, well cared for, lightly modified, I would dare to say. It isn't over the top and it has been done to an extremely high standard. Every part that has gone on this car is of top quality. No expense spared sort of job, which is nice to see on a car like this. One that you can buy and it's ready to go. You don't need to do anything to this car if you didn't want to. So if you'd like more details, go ahead and use the links available. Thank you, take care, bye bye.